from the CIS Arena here in Ho Chi Minh City. This is the final game of 2018 for both the Mono Vampire and the home squad of the Saigon Heat. Still a good crowd has gathered here today as both teams will be looking to bounce back. Your analyst for today, Coach Kevin, your coach. The Mono Vampire finally getting their first win, and it did not come against one of the lower seeded teams. They took down a giant as they were the first team to deal the Formosa Dreamers their first loss. As we take a look at the team standings right now.
They got their first win in their last game. Exactly what they needed. This team is awfully talented. Don't be fooled by that 0-4 start. Now 1-4. This is a formidable team. Last year's ABL finals took Alab Pilipinas all the way to the finals. This is a very talented team. They're going to be in the mix. Just got off to a slow start.
And they welcome back a familiar face. Freddie Lish played for High-Tech Bangkok City before. And his last team in the ASEAN Basketball League was CLS Knights, where he averaged 30.3 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists per ball game. Coach Kevin, what does Freddie Lish bring to the table for this Mono Vampire squad?
Well, Freddie's a former player of mine. I know him well. I know what he's capable of. He is capable of putting up points in bunches, volume scoring, elusive plays, shot making, playmaking. He's crafty. He brings a spark off the bench for the Mono Vampires. It'll be interesting to see how much Doug Marty uses him today.
Meanwhile, it was a tough loss for the Saigon Heat in their last game against the Singapore Slingers here at home. Kyle Barone had a double-double with 11 points and 12 rebounds, but we know he's capable of so much more.
He is, and we're seeing his confidence grow a little bit here in the ABL. He's starting to make shots. He's figuring out different ways to help his team. He's due for a breakout game, and maybe we'll get that today.
Number 21, Christian German Charlies. Number 22, Reverend John Lish. Number 23, Nupon Santon. Number 36, Sorot Sultan Siri. Number 65, Dirawan Jatajon. Number 69, Darompan Abiram Vilajai. Number 77, Chinjai Anati. Head coach of Mono Vampire, Mr. Douglas Blackmuddy. Assistant coach is Mr. Tokia Sinhasini. And Mr. Super Captain Thong Thip. Và bây giờ các bạn cổ động viên ơi! Yeah! Cổ vũ to hơn nữa nào, make some noise! Please welcome our home team, Saigon Heat! Number 26, Võ Kim Bản. Number 7, Nguyễn Huỳnh Phú Vinh. Number 34, Team Well. Number 2, Henry Williams. Number 22, Corey Celia. Number 11, Đinh Hành Sang. Number 8, Mr. Wingo, Trần Đăng Khoa. Number 17, D'Angelo Hamilton. Number 33, Kyle Barron. Number 10, number 20, Christopher Ducker. Number 13, Murphy Manastowski. Và huấn luyện viên trưởng của đội Saigon Heat, head coach of Saigon Heat, Mr. Kyle Julius. Assistant coach is Mr. David Singleton. Xin được giới thiệu quý vị giám sát viên và tổ trọng tài của trận đấu hôm nay. Commissioner referee for this game are Mr. Lê Việt Đức, Mr. Budi Mapan, Mr. Zen Hong Glen Chua, Mr. Rico Buaron. Và bây giờ xin mời tất cả mọi người chúng ta hãy cùng đứng lên để làm lễ chào cờ. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the national anthem. Quốc ca. Quân Việt Nam
warm-ups coming up for both the Saigon Heat and the Mono Vampire visiting team wearing their familiar orange and black. Home squad sporting their pristine white deck with red and yellow. Both wanting to bounce back here in this contest. Mono Vampire will be featuring Jason Brickman. The keys to the system have been given back to Jason Brickman. They deviated from that a little bit to start the ABL season. Did not pan out that well for them.
Well, not for long, right? Jason Brickman, the ABL veteran, former champion, tremendous player, a floor general, a leader. Mono just went back to what they're good at, getting Brickman the ball, letting him make plays, and setting up his teammates.
And why would you not? 16 points and 14 assists in that game. One thing that Jason Brickman does very well is that he keeps the locals involved because they know if they get open, he will find them.
He keeps everybody involved, and that's what he's good at. He likes to set up his teammates, he likes to make plays. I talked to Coach Doug Marty about it. Jason's real comfortable now in this role, getting the ball back and helping his team make plays.
This is our key matchup for this game as we take a look at their numbers in their past contests. Again, Singapore defeating Saigon Heat, while Mono Vampire facing their first victory in their last game against the Formosa Dreamers. Michael Singletary with 34 points, 12 rebounds in that contest, and we'll be expecting a tight matchup between the two.
Well, what'll be the key in this game, obviously on the offensive end, Bernatowski and Singletary putting up points and setting up their teams offensively, but will they match up against each other defensively? We'll see that here shortly.
Durker continues to be a big factor for the Saigon Heat. They had 16 and 9 in their last game, and because he is keen on doing the other things, he gets involved a lot defensively. 3 steals and 3 blocks in that last game against him.
Little by little, you're seeing improvements from Chris Durker. He's becoming more comfortable with Coach Kyle Julius' system. He's active around the glass. He's playing with more confidence. He's also benefiting from some of the minutes of Justin Young's injury, and he's making the most of that opportunity.
We just saw the starting lineup for the Mono Vampire. Very interestingly, no Chris Charles in that unit. Instead, they will have their local Kinawa Chantachon in their unit. On the other side, this is the starting 5 for the Saigon Heat. Not a lot of surprises there. And this is the squad. Oh yeah, that was Tranqua getting a start here in this contest.
Yeah, Quadran into the starting lineup. Had 32 minutes in the last game versus the Slingers. Had some bright spots. Finding himself more and more each game, and sure enough, he gets the reward of being in the starting lineup, which means Sang Kim will come off the bench for the Saigon Heat.
Douglas Marty spearheading the attack for the Mono Vampire. He'll be tested by Coach Kyle Julius. This is a very interesting coaching matchup.
Battle of 2 of the best coaches we have in the ABL, the calm, cool, collective customer, and Doug Marty versus the fiery, rally his team, tactician in Kyle Julius.
Surely Trayvon Hughes, his presence is missed by the Saigon Heat. He is their main guard, their main scorer as well. But they have to figure out a way to pick up a win here against the Mono Vampire without him.
And tonight is a good opportunity with Chris Charles not on the lineup. The Mono Vampire is going to have to fight with this smaller lineup. And it could be an opportunity for the Saigon Heat to get one here at home as we head into the break.
We have a short delay here inside the CIS arena as the clocks are not yet working for both sides.
You know, let me remind everybody, this is my final telecast here before the broadcast before the end of the year. I want to wish everybody out there a happy holidays. Getting into the holiday season, wherever you are, ABL land or all over the world, it's a great time of the year and an excellent time of the year to enjoy ABL basketball as well.
Festive atmosphere here in the Ho Chi Minh City. When I entered, I saw it was very Heatmas. That was their greeting.
Right.
Very Heatmas.
You see on the floor there, they've got the Yuletide logo, the Saigon Heat. Wishing everybody out there a Merry Christmas, happy holiday season here. We're having a minor power outage, man. All the thunder that we hear in this loud CIS arena has knocked out the power here on the scoreboards. But looks like we're back up and running and ready for action.
There we go. Interesting battle between these two squads. And remember that after this matchup, they will face each other again early next year. I believe that game will be on January 6th. As the first possession of the ball game belongs to the home squad of Saigon Heat.
And the first thing I look to see who the matchups are. And right away we've got Aparon Vilicai on Bernatowski. I said that in the pregame, and that's exactly what we see. Good block there by Shantachon.
Brickman breaking away, goes the other side. Felt the bump. The referee is deciding to let them play on.
Yeah, good contest there by Hamilton, who's known as a defensive specialist, and is really good at protecting the rim.
Again, another good defensive stop for Shantachon. But Saigon gets the ball back. 3-point shot will not work. Another stop here for the Mono Vampire.
Yeah, good looks there, but just not able to go down.
Oh, good pass coming from Apiron Vilicai. The hook shot a little too strong for the young big man.
Yeah, good look at the rim, just overshot it. Perhaps the bigger Barone altered that shot.
Some miscues defensively for Mono Vampire, and that is the result. Durker getting position inside to get us his first 2 points of this ball game.
Good active play by Durker, but Moses Morgan was in a position to take the charge there. All he had to do was square up, take it in the chest, and perhaps that one's going the other way, but nevertheless, the Heat are on the board with the first 2 points.
Michael Singletary, his first attack. Sorry, miss for Mike as he picked back to the side of the Saigon Heat.
And just as I expected, Hamilton is matched up against Singletary. No surprise there, Hamilton being the defensive specialist, and got a little bit of size advantage on Singletary.
He hits the side of the backboard as this one will go back to Mono Vampire. Quick action between these two squads early here in the first quarter.
Yep, it's a little bit of feeling out. No point guard, no Hughes for the Saigon Heat, no Christian Charles for Mono Vampire. It could take a little while for both teams to get going.
Some miscommunication there offensively as Brickman's play call was not heard on the other side. Morgan, this is from deep, Durker with the board.
That's a good look for Moses Morgan. He's knocked down a lot of shots in this arena. The former 3-season vet for the Saigon Heat, and a little bit of a homecoming for him.
Hamilton wishes it from downtown.
It's a bounce back shot for Hamilton. The last one hit the side of the glass, and good for Hamilton to show no fear and come right back and knock it down for the Saigon Heat.
Coach Kevin, usually former members of the Saigon Heat, when they come back here, they play very well, like what we saw in our first game together, with Maxi Esho really pouring in the points in that last contest.
And Lenny Daniel a year ago, right? We see these guys come back in these arenas. Moses Morgan, I saw him last night. He told me it's a little bit of a homecoming for him. He had some great years, introduced to his ABL career here in Saigon. He's very appreciative of the fans, the organization that's helped him get where he is today.
Of course, back then, we still had the ASEAN Heritage import.
And now he's a local.
Yeah.
As is Freddie Goldstein, who we may see here later today. And Saigon Heat, of course, filled with many local players like Quatron, who steps to the line looking for his first points of the game. But already we see here, Carlo, we see Hamilton's defense, his physicality on Mike Singletary, and his ability to defend the rim is an early out problem here for Mono Vampire.
Got him bodying up early. But Michael Singletary. He gets a switch. Singletary has a speed advantage of Kyle Barone, and he uses it to the hilt for their first 2 points of this game.
Yeah, he's able to push through Kyle Barone there. Wasn't able to do to Hamilton on the previous possession, but a good strong move by Singletary to get 2 points early on the board for the Mono Vampire.
How about the defense so far of Tirawat Shantachon? They're not yet missing the services of Chris Charles in the first 3 minutes of this game.
Shantachon is a veteran big. He's played a lot of international and ABL minutes, so expect him to not back down from anybody out here.
Tough jumper balls for Hamilton. He has 5 points in the game. Michael Singletary misses from deep.
Hamilton coming out aggressive. He's got 5 early points. For Saigon Heat, he's got a little bit of a killer instinct in him. Looking like it's good to see him coming out aggressive. Let's see if he can maintain it.
And you can credit that early 3-point shot of Michael Singletary's team, the kind of defense that Hamilton has been playing on him.
Hamilton is an elite defender, and he's got size, and he's just as quick and agile as Singletary. And when you've got a bigger body, it's able to defend you at the rim and bump you off your blocks. Sometimes it forces you a little bit further out. We saw that quick transition three there by Singletary.
8-2 is the count in favor of the Saigon Heat. They gave it a goal. The fourth quarter against the Singapore Slingers, they were down by 10 points. They did not fall them, almost manufactured a comeback of epic proportions, but now they're making sure that they get a hot start going as they lead 11-2 against the visiting Mono Vampire after another triple, this time courtesy of Macau Black Bears. They lead by 9. From Ho Chi Minh City, we would like to express our holiday wishes to all members of our ASEAN Basketball League family.
Happy holidays to everybody. Get into that wonderful time of the year, these last few days before Christmas, and good time to be with family and watch ABL basketball.
Well, we still have one more game. Our final game of the year will be tomorrow.
Excellent play out of the timeout by Mono Vampire. Doug Marty sees that Hamilton is physical on the perimeter with Singletary, so he gets him leaning on a backdoor play. Hamilton a little aggressive on the perimeter. Singletary, being the veteran, backdoor cut, patient at the rim, takes the foul, and a chance for a three-point shot.
After timeout plays are something that I always enjoy catching because, you know, it just speaks volumes about the relationship between the coach and your players.
Yeah, the players trust the coach. They come out of timeouts and they execute. That's what we see.
Good steal here for Apiron Bilaichai, leading to an easy basket for Moses Morgan. A quick 4-0 blast off that timeout coming from Coach Douglas Marty.
Yeah, tough turnover there by Quadrani. He got hung up in the air, left his feet, and turned the ball over.
Good pass down low to Durker. They will now be heading to the free throw line for 2. And if you are a part of Mono Vampire, that is your point of attack. With no Trayvon Hughes there, you pressure up on the opposing guards and hope that he makes mistakes.
That's exactly what you hope to do, but you look here, not much rim protection for Mono Vampire. This is a little bit of the look that we saw in the first couple games when they played small ball. Chris Durker, Kyle Barone, D'Angelo Hamilton, they should have an advantage at the rim. And let's see if Kyle Julius keeps telling his team to attack the rim, put pressure on the back line of the Mono Vampire defense to make plays at the rim, defensive plays.
5-point lead for the Saigon Heat. Jason Brickman. The three-point shot rattles out as Kyle Bernal grabs another rebound. Before Saint Long about to check in for Mono Vampire, maybe to replace Chantachon.
Good trap there by Mono Vampire. Well, they might have got away with one there. Looked like Tran threw it out of bounds, but the officials are saying it was deflected. And when Tran sees that double team, he's either got to back out of it and retreat, or he's got to hit the slip pass quickly. He's getting caught in the double team. He's getting trapped. That's how he turned the ball over last time.
3-point shot for the ball. That's good.
That's what Quatran does. He makes a great play and then a not so good play, and he hits the big three-pointer there after the near turnover.
But it's good to see that he has no problem with his confidence even after that near turnover.
And the veteran Sangtong is in the game, the undersized big, and he's capable of putting up points as well.
Another good stop for the Saigon Heat as we approach the midway mark of our first quarter. An 8-point lead for the Saigon Heat, 14-6.
There's that inside advantage that we talked about.
Oh, good play.
Good play by Singletary. Hamilton's got to understand he has the size advantage. He's got to take a pound into the chest of Singletary and then make a move while Singletary's on his heels. You're not going to just turn and shoot a fadeaway over Singletary. He's too smart and too crafty of a veteran player to do so.
So what we're seeing right now is Coach Douglas Markey has a lot of respect for the scoring ability of Murphy Bernatowski as Apiron Vilaychao now Plahan defending him.
He's putting a lot of bodies, his veteran defenders, on Bernatowski.
Another fast break layup is good for Moses Morgan.
Jason Brickman just continues to make plays. He's real smooth in transition, sees the floor, finds Moses Morgan for an easy layup.
It is down to 6 for the Heat. Barone has a size advantage against Morgan.
Yeah, there was a mismatch there. Let's see if Barone can take advantage.
Strong move for Barone. Leads 2 more points for the Saigon Heat.
Very small lineup in for Mono Vampire. They're going to have to help in the post.
Mismatch at the post. They don't use it though. Brickman now looking for options. Finally sending it down low. That's an easy 2.
You don't see Mono Vampire featuring Klahan that often, but when he's got the smaller Tran on him, you got to throw in the post and let the veteran see if he can make a play.
How about Jason Brickman in his playmaking here in the first quarter?
That's what Brickman does. There's no surprise on his ability to play make. He's a sensational playmaker, and he's been doing that for many years in the ABL.
Sorry, miss there coming from Moses Morgan, but he has been very aggressive in looking for fast break attacks. Look at Lahan taking that ball away. Another stop for Mono Vampire.
Yeah, it's one of those turnovers you can probably avoid, and then right back at it. A couple of sloppy plays by both teams.
3-point shot will not work for Hamilton. And Brickman shaking his head, saying, "Why would you send it forward? I'm right here. I have your point
ball, right? I can make plays. Trust me." That's what he says.
Michael Singletary missing from deep. With 3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Yeah, Coach Doug Marty sensing that he needs an offensive spurter. He's going to bring in Chichai Ananti and Freddie Goldstein to try to energize his offense.
Hamilton. A good start here in the first quarter. Adds to his tally with 2 more.
Yeah, no rim protection there. Smart play by Hamilton. Barone Bernatowski trying to get into the paint and attack the glass against the smaller Mono Vampire defensive team.
7 points in the game for Hamilton, shooting 3 of 5 from the field as they lead 18-10 against the visiting Mono Vampire.
See what this fast-paced team looks like with Nati and Lish. Freddie Lish, Freddie Goldstein.
Douglas Markey testing out his combinations early in this game, as he now has 4 players off the bench joining Michael Singletary.
Yeah, and we see the Mono Vampire debut of the Thai veteran Freddie Lish Goldstein, and that's what Freddie does. He gets into the paint and makes plays. It's a good aggressive play and a great start to his Mono Vampire career.
There are many adjectives that one can use to describe Freddie Lish. Shy is not one of them.
He's definitely not shy, on or off the court. He's a friendly personality. He does a lot of good things on the court, and he can certainly make plays.
Ananti attacking goes to Lish. This is on the left. Lahan follow up, no good either. Tip in, there's nothing there. But they get another crack at him as Freddie Lish comes up with the offensive rebound.
Yeah, missed opportunity there, but they get a second and a third chance possession.
Lahan from the outside, that's short. Another offensive rebound for Mono Vampire.
The smaller Vampire lineup out there hustling for second chance points, taking nothing for granted.
Ananti attacks middle, good pass down low to Klahan, gathers, scores.
A couple of veteran guys there, Ananti and Klahan, know each other really well. Ananti's really quick. I think what you got to do against Ananti, you got to force him to hit that outside shot. He's capable of doing so, but when he gets inside the paint, he's quite elusive. He's able to finish at the rim and see the floor and make plays for his team.
That's an offensive foul call on Kyle Barone. Referee saying that he extended the elbow before the going up with the screen.
Well, the Vampire off to a slow start, but they find themselves down only 4 points with the ball here late in the first quarter.
Hamilton back in the ball game for Coach Kyle Julius. Lish uses the screen. Sets up Saintong. Saintong attacks. Scores basic there, and he was going nowhere.
Yeah, not a good play by Saintong there. He's undersized. He's trying to take a bigger player off the dribble. He should move the ball around the perimeter. Look to take advantage of his opportunities. But you can see right away that Freddie Goldstein is a problem for Saigon Heat. Coming off that screen, his quickness, his ability to get into the gaps, that's something that Kyle Julius is going to have to look to make adjustments to.
And that's two very different looks coming from Jason Rickman, who looks at the floor and sets up everyone, to Freddie Lish, who will be attacking each and every single time.
Freddie Lish can beat you a number of different ways. So he's capable of putting up 35, 40 points. He's also capable of getting in the paint and setting up his teammates. He's a very versatile player, and he told me before the game he's very happy to be playing the Mono Vampire. It's something he's dreamed about for a long time, and he's hoping to take advantage of this opportunity.
He was a teammate of Chris Charles, playing for High-Tech Bangkok City a couple of seasons ago in the ASEAN Basketball League. But it looks like they will not be able to share the floor together.
Not this game.
We don't think Chris Charles will be seeing action in this contest. Did not warm up, right, Coach?
He did not warm up. I saw him out here on the bike a little bit earlier, moving very gingerly. And it was a game time decision, and the decision was not to play him.
Hamilton. There, but Berger doing what he does best.
Yeah, catching it at the high point of the rebound. Mistimed his jump a little bit, but he's so long and athletic and strong, he's able to hang up in the air and make a play.
Back to a 6-point lead for Saigon Heat. Freddie Lish misses from deep. Berger beats Mahan for the rebound.
Freddie Lish feels like he has that mismatch advantage against Sang Din, and he gets a good look, just couldn't get it to go down, and here's the last second chance for the Saigon Heat.
Top block is off. Din for 3, that's an air ball. Klahan with 3 seconds remaining. Klahan was not aware of the clock, and that is where we will end things after the first 10 minutes of action. A hot start for the Saigon Heat, but a better effort coming from the Mono Vampire as they were buoyed by their bench players. They find themselves down by 6 though, 20-14 at the end of the first quarter of play.
That's the young big kid from Saigon Heat, the 20-year-old. He wrote a Christmas note to everybody.
second quarter action about to begin here inside the CIS Arena in Ho Chi Minh City. The Saigon Heat leading by 6 points, 20-14 against the Mono Vampire. Snap out of their first start, winning their first game against the Formosa Dreamers in their last contest.
Yeah, they were fueled by their defense and their ability to get points in the paint against the smaller Mono Vampire lineup.
Already missed there coming from Michael Singletary. That shot off the spin.
Looking quite aggressive there. He's got a look on his face like he wants the ball. He wants to get it to the post, wants to force the play, get his team going.
Bounce pass to Barone for 3. No.
And Barone hit his first 3 of the game. He's missed his last 2, but that's a good look. If they're going to give him that, he's got to take it.
What a strong move coming from Michael Singletary, but another sorry miss from him.
A lot of contact there. It's got to be a call one way or the other. Singletary's banging in hard to Bernatowski. That's got to be a charge. And then we see this foul on the other end. A lot less contact, but yet let the whistle. Maybe one play influenced the other.
Second personal foul. Morgan. But so far, Coach Kevin, Mono's defense is doing a great job of preventing shots from Murphy Bernatowski. Yeah. And as we say that, he burns us with a 3-point shot. What a guy. What a guy.
The holiday gift there on the 3. And that's a heck of a defense by Ananti there. He went for the steal, he reached out in the contest, and Bernatowski just hit a good shot.
But that is something that you cannot do against Murphy Bernatowski. As D'Angelo with the block here, you know what, asking for the goaltending violation, he will not get it.
Yeah, that's a close play. It looked like the ball was right at the apex. I think that's a good no call by the official.
Jumper will not work for Moses Morgan, as this is now a 9-point lead for the Saigon Heat, 23-14. Great scrambling defense coming from Mono Vampire. They are overcoming their lack of size with their activity as they get another offensive rebound. Chichai Anakti for 3, no good.
That angle there, the last possession by Saigon Heat, looking for Hamilton inside the restricted area. It's just a poor angle. That ball's got to have more height on it to get it over the top and let the bigger Hamilton go after it.
Barone, another 3. Still nothing there after making his first.
We're seeing both teams get quality looks, but their inability to make shots.
Oh, he's just too quick for anyone else. Talking about Freddie Lish as he gets his second basket of this game.
Let's see if Doug Marty goes with the combination of Freddie Lish and Jason Brickman. He said he probably wouldn't do that, but with his team struggling offensively, we might see that out there.
That's an offensive rebound on Durker as he extended his arm while setting the screen.
Yeah, I've had a couple of those calls, right? There's some banging underneath and then these little ticky-tack offensive fouls. So players are going to have to adjust to the officiating, especially on the offensive end.
What do you remind your players, Coach? How do they prevent those offensive fouls from happening?
I tell them to keep their arms in. It's usually when the arms get extended, they get those calls. Stay away from the hip checks and keep that arm in tighter.
Oh, nice pass for Sunton City, but a sorry miss for Klahan.
Yeah, good look, great play there to get Klahan the ball underneath the rim. Maybe he felt the presence of the bigger, more mobile Hamilton behind him.
Quick spin move for Bernatowski. This pass goes to Barone, and the layup is good.
Excellent ball movement there by Saigon Heat. Very patient. They swing the ball around. Barone with a nice cut and an easy finish with his size and length at the rim.
7 points for Barone, matching the output of Angelo Hamilton.
Right now, Coach Doug Marty's looking for a lineup that can get his offense going, and that's not the shot he wants.
Saigon will not force the issue as Murphy Bernatowski falls for the horns. He has a smaller Brickman on him.
Yeah, Sorob's not known as a three-point shooter, and to come down and take that shot early in the shot clock, that's not what the Mono Vampire wants.
Barone backing down against Lahan. Too strong and too big.
Just no rim protection there, and it's a great recognition by Hamilton and Barone and the entire Saigon Heat offense to exploit those mismatches inside.
And now you're starting to miss the services of Chris Charles as Mono Vampire. They do not have a last line of defense. Timeout requested by the visiting squad. They're down by 11 points, 27-16. Saigon Heat, Coach Kyle Julius. He's doing a great job of leading his team. 6 minutes and 37 seconds remaining in the second quarter. We saw some of the phases who are present here. Even with the holiday rush, still a lot of people showed up in support of the Saigon Heat.
Yeah, we don't get many Saturday games here at CIS Arena, and the fans are excited to come in on a Saturday, have a Sunday off, and enjoy basketball against two highly competitive teams. Mono Vampire in the ABL Finals last year, and the upstart Saigon Heat with their new look this year, and what a great game to come out to.
And reminding everyone of our team standing. San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, the defending champions, undefeated in their first 3 games. Formosa Dreamers following them with 6 wins against 2 defeats, and then a tie at 3 and 4 for the Singapore Slingers and the Macau Black Bears, each with 5 wins against 2 losses. Saigon Heat right behind them with 5 wins and 3 defeats.
Yeah, right away you see Hamilton's presence at the rim is a problem for Mono Vampire. Now you see him here isolated against Mike Singletary, backs him out, and it's a dagger 3 there. Big basket for Mono Vampire as they end that run there by the Saigon Heat and cut it to an 8-point lead.
Much needed 3-point shot for Michael Singletary, and that will also convince Hamilton to defend him way out. Good move though, coming from Murphy Bernatowski.
Yeah, they went to a zone there. Mono Vampire did, and you saw Murphy Bernatowski get into the lane, and a little bit of a hook there. He might have got away with one, but he gets all the way to the rim with no rim protection.
Quick trigger from the 3-point range for Moses Morgan.
Yeah, that's a shot when your team's struggling. You can get any time. It's one you could wait and try the next time.
And there is a setup one coming from Murphy Bernatowski, the second triple of this contest.
The Vampires just got to settle down. They don't need to take that quick shot.
Yeah.
You know, if you got a guy that's reeling, that's hitting shots, go ahead and give him one. But you know, don't take that quick shot when your team's struggling offensively.
Brickman in rhythm, missing. Singletary offensive rebound and the putback.
Mike Singletary says, look, we're struggling now. I got to do whatever it takes to get my team going, whether I got to get offensive rebounds, steals, finishes at the rim. Singletary's going to have to get it going for his team.
Hamilton gets all board in that 3-point attempt. Moses Morgan rushing down court. Morgan denied up top.
Yeah, Morgan's not going to win that battle against Hamilton. D'Angelo Hamilton, throughout his career, has been an elite shot blocker. He does a sensational job of timing at the apex of the ball. We saw it earlier in the game when he blocked Chantachon's shot, and that's an excellent block as we see on the replay. Moses Morgan asked for the play. That's one. Morgan's got to shovel it off, but nevertheless, it's a block shot and possession for Mono Vampire.
32-21, an 11-point lead for the Saigon Heat. Minutes and 46 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And Mono Vampire find themselves down by 11. But luckily for them, they've been outworking the Saigon Heat on the offensive glass, getting 7 offensive rebounds already because those second half points were golden for them.
It looks like they're the ones playing with the holiday spirit right now. They're doing everything right. Defensively, they're making Mono Vampire take tough, hurried, quick shots. And on the offensive end, they're doing what they should be doing, attacking the paint.
Michael Singletary goes reverse, no good. How many shots has Singletary taken in this game that were halfway in before deciding to bounce out?
Yeah, he and Morgan both have had a lot of shots at the rim that haven't been able to get to go down. Excellent defense by Aparon Vinichai on Bernatowski.
Oh, good move coming from Kyle Barone and two defenders with a footwork.
And right there, that's where you see Mono Vampire missing Chris Charles. But that's Chris Charles. He's able to wall up, bigger body. But for Barone, it's just easy points in the rim.
Biggest lead of the ball game right now for the Saigon Heat. Jason Brickman. This pass bounced off the foot of Kyle Barone. Ginawa Chantanchon with 6 remaining. Kicks it out to Brickman. With a much bigger Murphy on him. Brickman with 1 second remaining. Single carry for 3. No good. As that will be a 24-second shot clock violation. Outstanding defense for the Saigon Heat.
Interesting possession there. They had Singletary. They looked at Singletary at the high post to initiate the offense. And they ran Brickman off the screens. You don't see that very often. Jason Brickman not being the playmaker. That might be something Doug Marty might do with Freddie Lish.
Yeah.
Bring him off screens, run him, use his quickness and his ability to hit that outside shot.
Meanwhile, the Saigon Heat just looking for the mismatches as Bernard casually takes that jump. Will not work though.
That's a good look. He's got 4 or 5 inches on Moses Morgan.
Another block for Hamilton. As he swings the finger, he whacks the finger on Moses Morgan.
He should. That's a good block. It's not a smart read by Moses Morgan. He's getting into the paint, out of control, and it's an easy block for Hamilton. He's got 3 or 4 blocks already in the game. Ones that have hardly been a challenge. It looks like the Mono Vampire offense. They're forcing a lot of shots. You just got to settle down and keep running their offense.
Officially, that was his third job, but he bothered a lot of shots before that. Before shot in and out for Singletary.
Got an excellent play, good execution. Brickman gets into the paint, finds a wide open Singletary, just couldn't knock it down.
The drive from behind from Jason Brickman. They have the numbers here. Singletary attacks. A lot of contact, no ball, but the ball will remain with Mono Vampire.
You see a lot of frustration on the faces of the Mono Vampire players. Mike Singletary, Moses Morgan. They're attacking the rim, but they're trying to initiate contact, but they're not getting calls. And I can see the frustration. They just got to hang in there and keep doing it.
Berger with a steal. Then a foul is called against Sang Tong as he ran into Berger there.
And Sang Tong said it has a reputation of doing that, getting under guys' legs. That's an unnecessary foul. He's got him in good position. He missed the play, just let him go. But once he tangled up in a guy's legs, the referee in a position to call something other than a foul.
The second steal of the contest for the Saigon Heat. On the other side, Mono Vampire already with drive. However, they're not shooting very well from the field, coach. 10 of 40 so far for the Thailand-based squad.
Yeah, they're struggling from the field, 25%. Well, they just need to keep playing. We've seen this all year long. Teams take double-digit leads and just hang in there. It's only the first half. We got 2 minutes and 34 seconds left. It's one possession at a time, one stop. They got a good stop there, and Singletary's struggling, but these guys get it going, and they get on a run. They're capable of putting up points in a hurry.
Meanwhile, the Saigon Heat, a solid 14 of 29 for 48%, including a 33% shift from the three-point range. Jason Brickman gets this one to drop.
He got the volleyball bouncing there, didn't he? In, out, popped up. We've seen a lot of funny baskets on this rim all year, but Brickman gets a couple of much-needed points from the Saigon Heat.
Hamilton loses the ball, back-to-back turnovers for the Heat.
And this is a way to get back into the game here before the half. Mono Vampire's not playing well, the ball's not going to the basket, guys are frustrated. They're only down 11. They can get out an 8-1, 9-2 run before the half as Brickman walks into a 3. And there you have it. Playing as poorly as they are, they're only down 8 points. And you got a veteran group of guys here that know how to play from behind. They don't look rattled. They're very capable of getting back into this game.
The first 5-0 run from Jason Brickman. That's troublesome. And that is indeed a turnover, the third straight turnover for the Saigon Heat. Kyle Barone, their center, ended up bringing the ball down. How did that happen, Coach?
He's matched up against Sang Tong, he's a little bit quicker than him. He's just got to get up the floor and initiate the offense. Kyle Julius recognizes he needs a ball handler, so he brings in Claude Tron. But that's 3 turnovers in a row. And one way to let a team back into the game is throw the ball away. No value in a turnover. No chance for a second chance points, offensive rebounds, tips, fouls. Turnovers are dead plays. Saigon Heat's got to do a better job of taking care of the basketball.
This is very interesting. They have Bernatowski on Brickman. Again, Brickman heating up from the field. Getting the last two shots for the Mono Vampire. Michael Singletary is fast. Stolen by Hamilton. Hamilton goes behind the back. A little too fancy there. But luckily that ball bounced off of Michael Singletary.
Almost the fourth turnover in a row. Good defensive play by Hamilton, and saw the smaller Brickman there ready to venture for a steal, and got lucky. He threw it off and went off Singletary there, and Saigon Heat will retain possession. But this is an important minute 23 left in the half for both teams.
Yeah.
Saigon Heat can rattle off a couple of baskets and extend this lead into mid-double digits. Meanwhile, Mono Vampire looking to get it down to maybe 4, 5, or 6 points and end the half with a little bit of momentum.
Bernatowski against Apiron Vilay-Chai, a little too close there. As the two get acquainted.
Yeah, we see that coming here. Apiron Vilay-Chai has been doing that for years in the ABL. He is a feisty defender. He's known to get under guys' skin, and that's what he does. But that's his role on the team. He's a leader. He's a veteran. He's played a long time in the ABL. He's one of the longtime leaders in Thai basketball, and he's just doing his job. And Bernatowski's a little bit frustrated. He's not used to guys, smaller guys, getting into his body and playing it tough like that. And that's just guys battling out there. But I like to see both guys going at it.
Michael Singletary also getting into a conversation with Bernatowski. No technical fouls called, just a warning on both ends. Tough shot for Bernatowski. It's nothing but the board. Barone with that shot and stop.
That's just too easy. You can just shoot right over the top of the defense. The front line is just quite small there.
Nice advantage for Apiron Vilay-Chai. Tirawa Chantatron goes to the Euro step. Might have traveled there. As Apiron Vilay-Chai misses with the putback.
He went to the travel step more like which is why he missed the shot. And, again, points at the basket there, they're just unable to get him.
Bernatowski missing, but Durker again turning garbage into goal.
Yeah, catching it right at the apex.
And that is an end-one opportunity for Michael Singletary.
Wow. Bernatowski was in great position there as we look at the replay. Let's take a look at it again. Actually, he was not in good position there.
Sideways.
Excellent call by the official. From our angle, it looked like Bernatowski was there and had his feet set, but that's a big call. Saigon Heat on a little mini run there with a 12-point lead, and now Singletary a chance to get an and one in a 2-for-1 possession.
That just shows you, Coach, how difficult the referee's job was. Because from our angle, it looked like Bernatowski got to that spot. But when you saw the replay, it was clear that he did not.
Yeah, he was late, no question about it. And now 9-point lead and a chance on a 2-for-1 situation here. Let's see if Saigon Heat looks to push it up, but looks like they're going to walk into an offensive play here.
Again, it's Barone, their center, bringing the ball down for the Saigon Heat.
Yeah, Coach Doug Marty brings Sorod in here, who's an excellent defender, and he throws the ball away.
Counter turnover though. Careless pass from Tirawa Chantatron.
Sloppy play by both teams here to end the half.
Oh, good. Help defense for Saitong. Quatran nails it from downtown. 2 seconds remaining. Jason Brickman, Houston City for 3. No good. And that was the big ending that you were looking for the Saigon Heat. A big 3-point shot coming from an unlikely source.
Yeah, that's how the half ended. It could have been a 6-point game, but now it's a 12-point game. And Mono Vampire struggling offensively and points at a deficit here for them. A 12-point lead is quite a deficit to overcome.
Again, offensive rebounds often lead to wide open spot-up shooters, and that is exactly what happened. The Saigon Heat get another 3-point shot before the end of our first half. 49-29 is the count in favor of the home squad.
move down to the corner. 1013 มองเข้ามองมา
Và quà thì cũng đã nhận rồi. Bây giờ quý vị hãy cùng dành một tràng pháo tay để chào đón phần trình diễn nóng bỏng đến từ các cô tuần lộc của Saigon Hot Girls. Và ông già Noel, ông 30, make some noise.
Fall in love again if you won't be here next year.
HG và ông 30. Xin được cảm ơn phần trình diễn vừa rồi của ông 30 và Sài Gòn HG. Xin mời hãy cùng nhận lấy những phần quà nhỏ nhắn xinh xắn mà ông 30 và Sài Gòn HG đã chuẩn bị cho quý vị.
Raise your hand.
At the half of this game between the Saigon Heat and the Mono Vampire, we have a 12-point lead for the home squad of Saigon against the visiting Mono squad. We welcome you to the CIS Arena, part of Mintuan, with Coach Kevin Yerkes here. Coach, what has dictated this result? What happened for the Saigon Heat, and how come Mono Vampire cannot get into this game?
Well, we look at the obvious reason here, shooting percentage. Saigon Heat shooting 50% from the field, Mono Vampire just under 30%. Saigon Heat dominating points in the paint, have a major advantage over Mono Vampire. And they're doing the smart thing. They're attacking the rim. They're exploiting the mismatches. No Chris Charles, a smaller lineup, and that's exactly what you do. Go inside and get easy buckets and then put pressure on Mono Vampire to make plays on the other end, and the ball's not going in the basket, so Saigon Heat's able to build that lead.
Their leading scorer is Kyle Baron with 13 Singletary with 12 points, as it was D'Angelo Hamilton who gave Saigon that hot start as he scored 7 points in rapid succession. Was not able to score in the second quarter, but his defensive presence was definitely felt.
Yeah, you know, for Hamilton, it's not about how many points he puts up. It's about his ability to defend. You see he had 3 blocks in the first half, 2 steals, 7 points. He does a little bit of everything. He's not known as an offensive player, but those plays at the rim, those 3 block shots that could easily be 7 or 8 points for Mono Vampire are a difference maker. He's gotten his hands on a couple of balls. He's played good defense on Mike Singletary, forced him into hurried shots, and he's been a big factor in this game so far.
The big story also for Mono Vampire is we have not seen Chris Charles play in this game. He is in uniform. He did not warm up, and odds are it's related to back issues that he has been having throughout his career.
Yeah, I heard he had back spasms, and he's been walking around pretty gingerly. He didn't warm up, or had a very moderate warm-up, and he's just been there on the bench in his warm-up and rooting his teammates on.
Starting the action in the third quarter. And hastily turn over for the Saigon Heat. Put back is good for Michael Singletary. Not the way you want to start the third quarter.
Yeah, an ugly turnover there, and a great job of Mike Singletary not giving up on the play. An easy 2-on-1. And Singletary stays with it and gets the putback from Mono, but then here comes Saigon Heat right back again with another bucket at the basket for Kyle Baron.
Getting the 2 points back with interest as he is getting a free throw after drawing that foul from Tirawat Chantachon.
I said this in the second quarter. I'd like to see Mono Vampire struggling offensively. Freddie Lish came into the game, got a couple of buckets. Let's see if Doug Marty goes with the Jason Brickman, Freddie Lish line to try to speed up the tempo and use his 2 veteran athletic guards.
That should create an imbalance in the matchup, because if you look at the line of the Saigon Heat, that's basically 4 forwards on the floor for them.
That's right, and to chase around these 2 guys that, these crafty veteran guys, it could put a problem on them to the Saigon Heat. So let's see if Doug Marty, he's looking up at the scoreboard, 13-point lead. He came out with his starters, and let's see what he does.
Jason Brickman blocked by Bernatowski. Follow-up will not work either. Third effort is good for Michael Singletary. We said it time and again in this contest. It is their effort that equates to points for Mono Vampire.
Ball's not going in the basket, and Singletary knows his team is struggling on the offensive end, and he just keeps hustling and making plays and allowing his team to hang around.
Kyle Baron attacks baseline. Easy shot.
Yeah, he is a good 3-point shooter. We saw him knock down his first one of the game, and too hard of a closeout there, and without rim protection, without Chris Charles in the game, you can't leave your team exposed. You got to close out soft to make him shoot that outside shot, otherwise it's too easy at the rim for Baron.
Mike Singletary dealing with the defense of Hamilton. That one-hander kisses the front of the rim. Singletary asking for a foul. Referee's not listening to him.
Yeah, that's great defense by Hamilton there. There's no foul.
Oh, he was coming off the baseline there, coming out of bounds before catching that pass. Turnover for Saigon.
They're trying to go inside. You can see it with Hamilton, Baron, and Durker. And they just cut back on their turnovers. This could be even a larger lead, and they've got 2 early turnovers here to start the second half.
Jason Brickman attacks and draws the foul from Bernatowski.
Smart play by Brickman. He sees the bigger Bernatowski on him. What most players do in that situation is they're looking at the rim, but not Brickman. He's looking over his shoulder. He sees Bernatowski. He feels him as he goes to the rim against the bigger Bernatowski. He leans in, draws the contact, and gets a couple of free throws.
One of the smartest guards we have in the ASEAN Basketball League, Jason Brickman.
Maybe that's what he needs, a couple of free throws to get going. We've seen that with other players this year who struggled early. A couple of free throws to start the second half could get Brickman going.
Going back to the first game we did, Coach, in Trayvon Hughes, who got going in the third quarter of that contest against the CLS Knights.
He sure did. 3 points at halftime and came out in the second half and put up 26 to give Saigon Heat the come-from-behind victory.
Turnover for Mono Vampire, something that they could not do as they're still competing with a double-digit disadvantage. Sharp behind the back for Calderon. He attacks himself and scores on the limb.
Yeah, and that last turnover by Mono Vampire was unnecessary. That Aparo Minichai cutting to the middle of the basket. He didn't need to get the ball in that situation.
Another opportunity here. Brickman hesitates and gets the ball back from the Chatatron. Brickman, the sneaky layup, no good. Putback is good for Tirawan.
And Mono Vampire, they're in this game because they're continuing to stay active and aggressive on the offensive glass. Saigon Heat should be controlling the defensive glass, but we see Mike Singletary with a couple of buckets, and now Chatatron gets one, and then a three-pointer by Hamilton to build the lead back to 14.
10 points now for D'Angelo Hamilton. Scoring his first basket after his explosion in the first quarter.
And we're seeing Jason Brickman being a lot more aggressive offensively than we're used to seeing.
Three-point shot will not fall as that ball is tapped out and in favor of Mono Vampire.
Yeah, but once again, we see Chris Durker high for those rebounds at the apex. Just couldn't come down with it, and another chance for Mono Vampire to cut back into the lead.
That matchup between Chris Durker and the guys of Alab Pilipinas and Lawrence Domingo and Kayla Chongson should be something else.
Yeah, it's gonna sure is.
That should be very exciting, Coach.
Yeah, Chris Durker is getting better and better every game. He's slowly emerging as one of the top locals we have here in the ABL this season.
Soktob, a nice move as he had the size advantage on Kran.
Yeah, Soktob is a volume scorer. He led the TBL last season in scoring. That includes all imports and ASEANs, and that's what he can do. He can come off the bench and get points.
Bernatowski backs baseline, good extra pass to Hamilton down low against 4 defenders as he draws the foul.
Yeah, once again, Saigon Heat getting the ball inside, trying to get points at the rim, points in the paint. Now Hamilton just hits a three-pointer and then he makes a good read, cuts to the basket, draws the contact there, and he's going to have a chance to get a couple of free throws. 2
very interesting ball games yesterday in the ABL, Coach. First one, Formosa Dreamers losing back-to-back against the San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, and then that crazy double overtime in Singapore that was won by Hong Kong Eastern.
Well, you're going to be saying that a lot this year, teams losing to San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. They're an outstanding team. Ramos is he's dwarfing Samuel Degara right now. He looks so big out there, and that second game was quite a wild game. Those fouls at the end of the game and all the different crazy plays. And Bernatowski with a 4-point play there. Saigon Heat getting the free throw, the offensive rebound, and a three by Bernatowski.
He said the offensive rebounding department was dominated by Mono Vampire, but the Saigon Heat get an important one here. And usually, as we said earlier, offensive rebounds lead to wide open looks from the outside. Bernatowski is not the type of guy you want to leave open. A 16-point lead, 55-39 for the home squad of Saigon. as the Saigon Heat are threatening to break this game wide open right here, right now, against the visiting squad of Mono Vampire. We thank you for joining us here inside the CIS Arena. Only 2 games remaining for 2018 in what has been an eventful calendar year for the ABL.
It sure has, and once again, a happy holidays to everybody out there in ABL land, near and far, as we get into the end of the year and a wonderful time to spend with family and friends.
One score situation. Singletary, well defended there. Swipe coming from Kwa.
Yeah, good play by Kwa trying to get his hand on the ball, and that was all ball. Normally that's called a foul here in the ABL and all throughout this region, but a great play there. And a swipe, and now another chance, easy points inside, leads to a foul, and Kyle Barone will get a chance to go to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws.
Jason Brickman tried to go for the steal there against Murphy Bernatowski, causing a hole in their defense and leading to that foul. Kyle Barone wanting to establish a new biggest lead of the ball game for the Saigon Heat.
Yeah, they're just too big. Yeah, Saigon Heat have 4 guys on the floor, bigger than anybody that Mono Vampire has on the floor. Their biggest guy is 6'6", and Saigon Heat go 3 guys 6'7" plus, and there's just no rim protection. And unfortunately, Chris Charles has been unable to play in this game, and you're seeing a residual effect there with the inability to attack the paint.
Brickman with a smart move. You know, how he gets these layups to go up against much bigger defenders is beyond me.
Yeah, it's a textbook crossover move there. He gets Bernatowski leaning, and he gets right to the rim.
Good double team there coming from Mono Vampire, but Barone gets another opportunity for the Saigon Heat. Bernatowski another 3, not this time. Oh! D'Angelo Hamilton wanted a sledgehammer there, did not get it, but he makes up for it on the other side with a tap out.
So something we always talk about with Hamilton especially, the underrated stat, defensive stat, is deflection. So that's an easy bucket for Mike Singletary, going right down the middle, and Hamilton doesn't give up on the play, gets the deflection, and let's see if that leads to a defensive stop for the Saigon Heat.
Emergency pass to Brickman. Top block reads 14 for Mono Vampire. Brickman for 3. Strong. Hamilton grabs the board.
Brickman's done a great job of getting to the rim, but he's not getting that 3-point shot to go down, and Doug Marty looking to bring some instant offense here in a minute with Freddie Lish. We'll see what happens.
Bernatowski, step back 3, no good. Rebound for Barone. Brickman steals it away from him. Suktub up ahead. Suktub, extra pass to Singletary. Smart play.
Very smart play by Suktub. He now, having played against Hamilton in the TBSL, sees the mindful shot blocker coming in. He gets him up in the air, a nice easy dump off to Singletary, and that forces a timeout for the Saigon Heat.
He knows that Hamilton will be leaping for his shot, so instead he goes underneath the basket to issue that nice pass. A 13-point lead still for the Saigon Heat, 56-43. 4 minutes 19 remaining in your 3rd period. 56-43 is the count in favor of the Saigon Heat, as the Mono Vampire squad sorely missing the services of Chris Charles in this game, missing their rim protector and one of their better rebounders. They'll have to figure things out or risk another loss.
Let's see what Saigon Heat does there. I think they recognize the mismatch, and Suktub guarding Murphy Bernatowski, and unnecessary turnover there. pick up your dribble just on the other side of half court and a one-handed pass out of bounds, and let Mono Vampire hang around. And let's see if they look to get Freddie Lish going.
That's also coming off a timeout, coach. That's why it hurts as Durker taps his ball out.
Yeah, I think Freddie Lish was looking for Moses Morgan to space out there. He can get to the rim against this lineup. He's too quick for Sang Din. If guys space the floor out, they're going to get easy, wide open three-point shots with Freddie Lish out there.
They're having trouble with the inbound, and he turns the ball over.
Yeah, it's a mistake by Moses Morgan. When he sees that Lish isn't open, he's got to flash the ball sooner. He left Singletary hanging, and that led to the turnover.
Durker attacks, misses. Offensive rebound for Hamilton. So the Saigon Heat showing more fight and trying to get those offensive rebounds against Mono Vampire.
Yeah, once again, they've got the advantage at the glass. They go 6-7 plus on that front line.
2 seconds remaining. Hamilton to beat the buzzer for 3 on glass. And that is a shot clock violation.
That ball didn't hit the rim. And fortunately for Mono Vampire, because Chris Durker was right there for the easy putback, but that'll go as a turnover there. And 3:27 remaining in a 13-point game. Mono Vampire's still not out of it, but they're going to have to rattle off some points here soon.
And this guy can definitely pour in the points. Talking about Freddie Lish, the newest addition to this Thailand-based squad. Singletary had the ball swiped away from him, but he recovers. Singletary out-muscles Durker for the N1 play.
That's the first time all game that we've seen the side screen and roll. That's a staple of Doug Marty's offense, and they went to it all there. And fortunate play, the ball got loose. Singletary not giving up on the play, gathers the ball on himself, and gets the and one. And one free throw away from a 10-point deficit here for as poorly offensively as Mono Vampire has played.
And one play completed by Michael Singletary. Their deficit down to 10 again. You can forget about all of the hard times you had in this third quarter if they get a big ending. But Alberto prevents that from happening with a two-handed jab.
Might want to think about putting Freddie Lish on Murphy Bernatowski to pressure him. Freddie Lish can really pressure the ball a lot better than Suktup can, and that, he gambled there, and that led to the easy basket.
Singletary fouled there by Hamilton on the jump shot.
That was a good call. Singletary came to the jump stop. He caught Hamilton being a little aggressive from behind, and what the veteran does so well is he feels the contact, draws it, and gets a chance to get 2 free throws.
2 minutes 47 left in the third as Mono Vampire make a move on the Saigon Heat right here, right now.
Slowly but surely, Mike Singletary trying to will his team back into the game. Doing everything he can to get points, effort plays, second chance, free throws. He misses the second one there, and still 2:41 remaining here in the third quarter.
Bernatowski posting up against a smaller Suktup. Murphy backing down, and before that steal, foul is called against Mono Vampire.
That's a mismatch. Suktup can't guard Bernatowski in the post. You're going to have to go double. Who do you double off of? You double off Durker, he'll cut to the basket. The bigger Hamilton will do the same. And now Saigon Heat's going to go a little smaller, bringing Quadtron in here for D'Angelo Hamilton.
So at least a couple of ball handlers for the Saigon Heat. Or perhaps the final 2 minutes and 30 seconds of this period. Murphy Bernatowski gets the switch, and that is a foul on Sangtong.
Yeah, that's an unnecessary foul. I mean, Sangtong is a veteran player, and all he has to do is pivot his hips on the screen, but he makes a mistake. He's late getting there, and he hip checks him, and now you put Murphy Bernatowski on the line to get a couple easy baskets. It's just a mental mistake. When you're trying to fight back into the game, you just can't make those kind of mistakes when your team's in the bonus, and let's see if it costs him.
And it looked like it was a foul that he wanted to give up because of just how quickly he admitted the error by raising his hand.
Yeah, that's exactly what he did. He bumped right into him, and unnecessary foul.
So sometimes players would send messages to other players with a hard foul. You definitely don't do that with your team already in the penalty situation.
And you do not. That's the wrong time.
wasted opportunity here for Saigon, as that is, a traveling violation.
Freddie Lish, I'm impressed with his debut here. He's been wanting to get on a team. He's a local here for Mono Vampire, and he's making the most of his opportunities. Had good minutes here in his debut with Mono Vampire.
This team now is down by a dozen points. Freddie Lish attacks and draws the foul. He'll be shooting 2 free throws.
And that's a tough call. Chris Durker was in good shape, a great position there, and Freddie Lish gets there and initiates the contact with a push-off, and Durker's the one that gets called for the foul, but Coach Doug Marty and Mono Vampire will take it. They need all the points they can get. Now we've got both teams in the bonus here with the final 2:02 remaining in the third quarter.
Freddie Lish having a friendly conversation with Chris Durker as he taunts the crowd here in Saigon to shout louder.
Yeah, there's certainly no shyness in Freddie Lish. He plays with a lot of flair, and he likes to get the crowd going. And you know, he's a veteran in this league. He knows what it's all about. He's played in this gym many times, and he knows what these fans are all about.
Final 2 minutes. Let's see if Mono Vampire can make a move on the Saigon Heat at the tail end of the third.
Yeah, when Freddie Lish is on Sangdin, Sang's got to get that ball, and he's got to move it faster. They can't let Freddie Lish use his quickness to get into Sangdin's body.
We're having trouble here, and that is the result of steal for Mono Vampire. Klahan with a bounce pass to Soktob. Soktob all the way for the layup.
Soktob, that's what he can do. He can score. I mean, he can score on just about anybody. I've seen this guy put up 40-point games and lead his team back into a tough victory. And here we got 8-point game with 1:30 to go. And let's see if this Mono Vampire lineup can dig in and get a couple more stops.
But the defense of Mono Vampire looking like has woken up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, there's that mismatch there. Bernatowski against Soktob. They're going to have to put guys in there to help.
That was a little too easy, too casual for Bernatowski, as he has a size advantage against Soktob. But he decided to go on that fadeaway jumper. Luckily for Saigon, they don't pay for it on the other side as Singletary misses a 3.
And another turnover for Saigon Heat there. Are we looking at, again, rocky play here at the end of the quarter. But that shot there by Singletary, he's slowly getting it going. That was a good look 3. If he knocks it down, it's a 5-point game, and all the momentum going in favor of Mono Vampire. So Freddie Lish has been quite a spark here off the bench for the Mono Vampire.
Lish runs the horn, goes to the crossover. Freddie Lish misses, and the rebound goes to Durker.
Yeah, Klahan made a mistake there. Lish had an angle at the rim, and Klahan cut right in front of him, and his man got it in Freddie Lish's way, and he had to take the tough shot.
Basic problem for Mono as a 3-point shot goes up and out for the Saigon Heat. Singletary pushing. Michael Singletary, the layup is gone.
Yeah, and a 2-for-1 opportunity. I saw Singletary glance at the clock there. He saw that his team had a chance to get a 2-for-1. But that inbound there took a lot of time off the clock, so Saigon Heat should get the final shot. Let's see.
Only a 6-point lead now. This was at 16 just a little while back for the Saigon Heat. Murphy Bernatowski against Soktob. 5 seconds remaining. Double team comes for him. Bernatowski kicks it out to Durker for 3. That's short, and that is where we will end things in the third quarter. Outstanding effort from the visiting Mono Vampire as they looked dead in the water, but came roaring back to life at the tail end of the third to make this just a 6-point ball game, 59-53. And it has been the locals who have chipped in as well, with Soktob getting this fast break layup off a nice assist from Chanatron Klahan. On the other side, Murphy Bernatowski setting up Kyle Barone for this two-handed sledgehammer, as we should be gearing up for an entertaining fourth quarter. Again, a 6-point lead for the Saigon Heat, 59-53 against Mono Vampire.
Kyle Barone have? 10 and 15, he's got 23. Oh, here we go. Ask and you shall receive.
Taking a look now at the quarter, scoring an explosion for Mono Vampire, 24-point quarter, after only coming up with 29 total points in the first half. As now they put themselves in a good enough situation, only down by 6 against the Saigon Heat as we start our fourth quarter play.
Yeah, in the final 3:30 of that third quarter, Mono Vampire outscored Saigon Heat by 10. Going from a 16-point deficit to a 6-point deficit as they'll get the ball to start the fourth quarter.
And the confidence is on the side of Mono Vampire. Let's see if they can make a move. Sukto misses from the three-point range. Nothing happened offensively there for the Mono Vampire set.
Not a great play there. Sukto got stale. He can hit that shot, but he's got to look to be effective sooner. He waited too long, he got stale, and he had to put up a shot late in the shot clock.
Call called against Michael Singletary, who has been in a battle all game long against D'Angelo Hamilton.
And that's only the first foul on Singletary. He's done a good job of staying out of foul trouble this game.
Inbounding has been a problem, but Barone picks up the loose ball and slams it home.
Yeah, Chantachon there got caught sleeping on the perimeter. He turned away from the play, and Barone saw it, and he attacked the glass with ease. Call it a sledgehammer earlier?
Might have been an accidental play, but hey, yeah. Saigon Heat will take it.
We'll call that one the jackhammer. We'll leave the sledgehammer for the other one.
Michael Singletary gets the step and overshoots the layup.
Yeah, once again, there's the presence of Hamilton at the rim, making good plays there. Forces Singletary into another tough shot at the rim.
Hamilton using his strength. As he draws a foul, he'll be heading to the free throw line for 2.
He sees the smaller Sangtung there and gets to the rim, and a good call by the official. He got fouled at the top of the play.
Oh, this play one more time. The pass was supposed to go to Hamilton. Instead, it bounced to Kyle Barone for the dunk. And a more comfortable 8-point lead for the Saigon Heat.
So I know it's the first game for Freddie Lish, right? But, you know, he comes out off the court to start the fourth quarter. A couple of, quick basket for Saigon Heat, the dunk by Barone, and now 2 free throws from Hamilton. And I think Doug Marty should give that lineup a try. Freddie Lish has had good minutes here. He doesn't look tired. He doesn't look out of shape. He's the guy. He's the energy spark. He looks like the guy that's giving the Saigon Heat fits. But let's see how the next couple of minutes go.
Jason Brickman again tasked to spearhead the attack to set up the offense. Mono Vampire. Brickman gets the step. Layup is gone.
Yeah, Chris Durker was late getting over there, but Jason Brickman sees Durker at a bad angle, and he attacks the rim and gets the nice 2-point layup.
Durker out of control on the other side, but he manages to draw a foul from Moses Morgan.
Look, we've watched a lot of basketball over the years, ABL, NBA, all over the world. When you see a big guy take the ball from nearly half court right down the middle of the floor, that's an easy charge opportunity. I mean, Chris Durker is going full head of steam.
Yeah.
All Moses Morgan has to do is get outside the restricted area, set his feet, put his chest out, and that's an easy charge. Chris Durker's not maneuvering side to side, and that's one that you can see coming. And looks like they get lucky there as they escape the 2 misses by Chris Durker.
Chichai Ananti runs into Bernatowski as he is called for steps.
And right there, we just talked about it. You see Chichai Ananti, another player who's very fast at attacking the rim, but sometimes gets out of control. Bernatowski sees him coming. He uses his bigger body, puts his arms up, walls up, and forces the turnover on Ananti.
Smart defensive play from Bernatowski.
We've got 3 team fouls already on Mono Vampire with 8:18 left, and Ananti playing Bernatowski. uptight there on defense.
Bernatowski asking for a high ball screen. Finally getting it from Barone. Barone to Hamilton. He has made a couple of threes. Make that 3 in this game for the big man.
That's a big shot there by Hamilton. Mono Vampire did a good job of keeping Barone and Bernatowski out of the paint, but Hamilton hits a big basket to put him up, back up by 10 points.
Brickman could not take it back on the other side as he misses his 3-point attempt.
He hasn't been able to get many of those 3-point shots going down today, but
another 3 for the Saigon Heat. Not this time.
yeah, Sangdin shot that one without a lot of confidence.
Ananti has had 2 air balls in this game. Luckily for him, Brickman is there for the cleanup.
Jason Brickman with a rare offensive putback. You don't see him getting a lot of offensive rebounds with the easy putback. And we see Singletary and Freddie Lish come into the game, and maybe Doug Marty heard me going back to that 2-guard line, or trying to go to that 2-guard lineup.
Bernatowski drains it from deep.
Coach Doug Marty goes to a quick timeout there to try to get his guys into the game and weather this 11-point lead.
Defense in disarray for the Mono Vampire. You can leave people open from the 3-point range, but if it's Murphy Bernatowski, you better add 3-point shots to their list already, as they need 68 to 57 with 7 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter play. Vampire has threatened to storm their way back into this contest, but so far, the Saigon Heat have managed to weather the storm.
Now they have. Mono cut it to a 6-point lead at the start of the 4th quarter, but Saigon Heat has built that back up to 11 points. And we've got some substitutions here. And we're going to go with that 2-guard lineup. I've talked about it throughout the game. Let's see if it's a spark for Mono Vampire.
And they will be playing with no natural center, talking about Mono Vampire.
No natural center. Yep. No power forward either.
Yep. Singletary is their biggest guy right now. Apiron Vilay-Chai, driving baseline. Extra pass to Lish, but he was a little too unselfish there as his pass slips through the hands of Michael Singletary.
Now, Lish has got to stay home in the corner there. We've got other guys cutting to the basket. Singletary does a good job of cutting. If Lish stays spaced out, you might get an open 3, or you might get the ball to Singletary.
Hamilton, and the ball swiped away from him. Forward pass to Moses Morgan. Morgan gets the basket and the foul.
And that's one Moses Morgan has been hoping for all game, to get an easy one to get him going. He struggled offensively, but that's a big basket there. The turnover by Hamilton leads to the easy run up by Moses Morgan. He takes his time, he's patient, draws the foul, and has a chance to cut it to an 8-point lead.
Moses Morgan scored on a couple of fast break attacks in the first half of play. Let's see if he can leak out more here in the 4th quarter to give his team a chance at scoring a comeback win.
About 6.5 to go in a quarter, 8-point game. Mono Vampire's right there.
Good pass, Durker with the slam.
Excellent play by Sangdin to avoid the pressure of Jason Brickman. Stays patient and then finds Durker for the easy dunk.
Oh, but a big counter for Jason Brickman as he connects with a 3-point shot. A dangerous inbound pass. Hamilton recovers, and that is a clear foul on Apiron Vilay-Chai.
And Hamilton gives Apiron Vilay-Chai a look there, as he's known to make these kind of physical plays, and some players take offense to it, and Hamilton gave him a little look there.
14 fouls already Mono Vampire. We still have 6 minutes and 7 to play here in the fourth.
A lot of basketball left, and Saigon Heat shooting free throws the rest of the way.
And that will start right about now as Barone fishes for a foul inside on Mike Singletary.
Yeah, that's a game like this with a team fighting their way back, 6 minutes to go, and to make that call there, I mean, I don't see that Mike Singletary is going to knock Kyle Barone down there at the block. But nevertheless, the referee saw it differently, and Barone's going to get a couple of free throws.
Kyle Barone in this game has 25 points and 14 rebounds.
Yeah, Barone's done an excellent job of remaining patient and finding his way around the rim. He's shooting at a high percentage. He's only taken a couple of three-pointers, and he's been very active around the glass, and that's exactly what Saigon Heat has needed.
Barone takes care of both. Secondary lead back to 9.
Mono Vampire is still right there. They get a couple of shots to go down.
Morgan, sorry, missed. He was right there.
Yeah, he rushed the shot. But credit Durker for not getting a foul there.
An opportunity to establish a double-digit lead for the Saigon Heat. That was D'Angelo missing from the outside. Counter-attack for Freddie Lish. Morgan for 3. No, Barone with the board.
Yeah, I'd like to see that one. Morgan looked for the heat check 3, but if he pitched back to Freddie Lish there, I think he gets an even easier look off that second pass.
But the Mono Vampire will get another opportunity to try and get back into this contest of that careless turnover from the Saigon Heat. We have a timeout requested by Coach Kyle Julius. Vampire playing without center Chris Charles, so giving a good account of themselves on the road against the Saigon Heat. And they're still down by 9 points, 72-63 with 5 minutes and 25 seconds remaining. And the Saigon Heat have hit important baskets to quell the rally attempts from Mono.
Who's going to show that holiday spirit down the stretch here? Who's going to get a little Santa Claus luck here? Mono Vampire hanging around there. Maybe 1 or 2 plays away from really making this game quite interesting.
And that's an offensive foul. That's a very easy call to make. Unnecessary roughness coming from Apiron Vilaychay.
You can see he's built up his physique over the years, and now he's become a bruiser, hitting guys with that big body, and just got a little aggressive there.
And because it was an offensive foul, no free throws will be taken by the Saigon Heat. Kyle Barone to Hamilton outside. Durker looking for position. Hamilton drives, layup is wild. And Singletary completes a stop for Mono Vampire.
Yeah, good defense there by Mono Vampire.
Jason Brickman, another 3.
That's back-to-back threes for Brickman, and after missing his first few, he gets his last 2 to go down, and all of a sudden, it's time for the seatbelts in a 6-point game.
Oh, a rush 3-point shot rattles out as Durker saves the possession for Saigon. Bernatowski for 3. Rattles out. Why are the Saigon Heat taking these early 3-point shots?
Keep getting to the paint. You're in the bonus.
And Singletary with a quick trigger of his own. He will try again. There's nothing there. Both teams settling for the long bomb as Saigon completes the stop.
Yeah, I don't mind those shots by Mono Vampire as the momentum is swung, but Saigon Heat has been getting points at the rim all game long, and they're settling for these threes.
Double team on Kyle Barone. That is a nice look. A sorry miss for Bernatowski.
Just left it short.
Freddie Lish goes up and on Vilay. That was a poor executed pass as Lish leapt without a plan.
Yeah, he had two guys open on the weak side and he left his feet and gave it to the wrong guy, the one guy out there that's not known to be an offensive player, and that's a big turnover here with just under 4 minutes left.
Bernatowski requesting for a screen. He attacks instead, but he is blocked from behind by Singletary.
Oh, excellent block by Singletary. Bernatowski did a good job of getting his shoulders past the defender, but Singletary doesn't give up on the play, knowing that his team's in the bonus, and gets the block from behind with only 3 on the shot clock for Saigon Heat, as they look to try to execute quickly here.
Plahan and Sunton Siri entering the contest for Coach Douglas Marty. 3 seconds remaining for Saigon. Good position for Baron. Baron. That shot, I don't think it will count because it was a dunk. Oh, but there was a foul.
Yeah, what's going on here? That ball was after. Looked like it was after. It was in his hands when the red light was on, but we got 3 officials out there. Maybe they saw it differently.
And that basket will count.
And the foul. That's a big call in this game.
Because what happens is, when the ref calls a foul, the clock stops. So it doesn't matter when the shot was released, that basket will count if the foul was called before the shot clock violation.
That's right. If the swipe came before the red light went on, then the clock stops and the play continues. And believe me, I've had that call go against me in a couple of games. So at first glance, it looked like a shot clock violation, but I think you're right.
Physicality here between Hamilton and Singletary, almost boiling out as the foul is called against Hamilton.
Well, these two guys have a history of battling. We saw it in the Thailand Basketball Super League last year. Very physical between these two guys, a couple of competitors who try to battle for their team.
Brickman again, not this time. As he hits nothing there but air.
Mono Vampire panicking a little bit. Brickman hit a couple of shots. That one was not a good shot. Didn't really have his body set. Put up that shot, and now chance for Saigon Heat to get back to double digits.
So if you count back, that's Kyle Baron. Misses here. Durker put back, nothing there, but he will shoot to the free throw line for 2. If you count back, after it was a 6-point ball game, all Mono Vampire got was a couple of 3-point attempts from Singletary, 1 from Brickman, and poor execution coming from Freddie Lish.
The turnover from Freddie Lish. That's how basketball works. You're one or two plays away from making it a game, maybe a 1 or 2 point game, and there's a fine line between executing down the stretch and finding yourself right there, as opposed to potentially being down double digits here with these 2 free throws.
Sometimes teams get a little too excited when they get back into the game, that they forget about the things that made them successful.
Yeah, we have some confusion here on the court. Maybe who the foul was on. The referees sorted out, but while we have a break in the action, I want to give a shout out here to the Vietnam men's under-20 national team in attendance. They'll be traveling to Cambodia next week to play in the Cambodia Friendship Games, along with Myanmar and Laos, and of course the host nation Cambodia, and we wish them and all the teams there the best of luck, and happy holidays to everybody out there.
Should be a very entertaining tournament. When are they flying out, Coach?
They'll be leaving on the 27th with a short commute over to Cambodia as this young team, these up-and-coming ASEAN nations look to improve their local talent.
Jason Brickman gets another layup to drop. He has been extra aggressive in looking for his own shot here in this contest as he brings their deficit down to 8.
Yeah, he's got to be aggressive. He and Singletary both, they recognize the team needs their veteran leadership. They need their scoring.
21 big points for Jason Brickman, but they need more from him. For the final 2 minutes and a half. Outside shot. Will not work. Rebound Singletary.
That's a good look, though. Just couldn't get it to go down.
Singletary for 3. Oh, big shot.
And here we are, 5-point game. You know, again, we talked about it earlier. These possessions, right? A 3 here, a turnover there, and you know, Mono Vampire, they find themselves clawing back into it, only down 5.
2-minute warning in this game between Saigon and Mono. Hamilton kicks it out to Murphy. 3-point shot for Barone. That is huge.
And that's exactly who you expect to hit the shot. Barone has had a monster game here, carrying the Saigon Heat, and he hits a big, big basket with under 2 minutes remaining.
Only a substitution, so both teams thought that the other called the timeout. That is not the case, as the buzzer was only for a substitution. An 8-point lead for the Saigon Heat after that triple from Kyle Barone. 2 of 5 so far from deep for the big man.
But should we get a substitution there? On a made basket, the ball is live. Unless something happened, we see Mike Singletary out of the game. Maybe he was down on the play. We didn't see the action behind the play, but Singletary is now out of the game, so let's keep an eye on that.
Rickman will now be the focal point of the offense for Mono Vampire.
Yeah, look for a pick and pop here with Moses Morgan.
He runs through the horns. Rickman finds daylight, attacks, layup, will not work. Rebound Barone.
Yeah, he had a couple of options there. He had Morgan open on the pick and pop, and he had a good run at the rim. He just couldn't get the shot to go down, and that's a critical miss.
Hamilton with a nice extra pass as the ball is tapped out by Sang Tong.
An aggressive play by Sang Tong. He's been getting fouls on those all game, and not this time. The referees let that one go.
79-71, minute and 22 remaining. Is this enough time for Mono Vampire?
Well, they're going to have to get stops, and they're going to have to get points in a hurry. There's 12 left on the shot clock. They're going to have to get a quick stop here.
Step back three for Bernatowski. Could have been the kill shot, but look at this. Offensive rebound for Durker.
Yeah, Hamilton did a great job of tipping the ball and keeping it alive to run some more time off.
And then he scores to add on to his output. And more importantly, make it a double-digit lead. 81-71 with 69 seconds remaining in this game.
Big basket there by Hamilton. First play before, he kept it alive with the tip out to Durker. Gets the mismatch down low with the easy layup. And that one might be the clincher here with a minute 09 to go. And a 10-point lead for the Saigon Heat. So about maybe 1 or 2 stops away from clinching this game, their final game of 2018.
17 points, 8 rebounds for D'Angelo Hamilton, alongside a couple of steals and 3 blocks for him. The main man of Saigon so far in this contest, Kyle Barone, 33 points, 18 rebounds, an impressive 13 of 19 shooting from the field.
It's the holiday season here, and in Ho Chi Minh City, you know, we've got the Christmas spirit. We see the logo here on the court, and a lot of people are stuffing their stockings for the holidays. Kyle Barone is stuffing his stats. He's in the holiday spirit.
He is definitely in a giving mood. He wants to give his Saigon squad a win before we head on to a break. As we would like to say hi to everyone watching us right now. Happy holidays to you and yours. Special shout out to our good friend and ABL Technical Director, Jensen Ilagan, who's watching right now. Of course, also special hello to our Chief Operating Officer, Jericho Ilagan.
Yeah, they're the ones that get it done for us here behind the scenes. They put on a great broadcast for everybody out there. We're very thankful for allowing us to do our jobs.
We also found a gem of an analyst in Coach Kevin Yurkas here in Saigon. As Soktov kicks it out to Morgan. Again, no Michael Singletary. 3-point shot for Brickman. Too strong, he gets his own miss. Brickman, tough layup. That was a bad angle as well, but another opportunity here. Saintong fakes the jumper, goes inside and scores off the glass.
Yeah, might have got away with a little bit of travel there. But Mono Vampire staying scrappy, and we see Mike Singletary still out of the game there. And there's Saintong. They're playing, I don't know if that's basketball, rugby.
No, he will apologize to you, but you will feel it tomorrow.
Yeah, you sure will, right? Maybe he's a Muay Thai fan there. Thanks. The lighter lean Sang Din. But that's what Mono's going to have to do. They're going to have to try to get quick steals and extend the game by putting Saigon Heat on the line. By the way, I appreciate that compliment earlier, but you're really giving me that compliment because I gave you half my brownie. Let's tell the real truth.
Let's not discuss that right about now. The free throw is sacked for an 82-73 lead.
I'm just glad that you ate it and not me.
They're getting gifts from the fans here inside the CIS arena. No love for me.
We should be giving each other gifts. Sang Din, speaking of gifts, gives his team a 10-point lead.
Moses Morgan from the outside. That is good. Morgan, a potent threat from distance.
Yeah, great job by Durker there to not take that shot. Recognize he's not a good free throw shooter. And he gets the ball back out to Bernatowski, who is. And they're going to call that a shooting foul. 3 free throws.
A smart player, Murphy Bernatowski, he felt that the foul was coming up. So he angled for the three-point shot.
Wow, that's a difficult call there. He wasn't catching the ball in the shooting motion. But he caught it and he threw it up and he baited the referees to give him that extra free throw. Great job by Bernatowski.
But as we say, as Rasheed Wallace made popular, well, don't lie. That's a miss from Bernatowski.
But
he gets the 2 to go down, which should have been the case earlier.
Rasheed Wallace would say that in a John Fields manner, the ball don't lie.
Oh, sorry, missed there for Moses Morgan as the foul is given up by Sang Tong.
That's quite a generous foul by Sang Tong there. A little tap,
yeah,
as opposed to the body slam that we so used to seeing him do. But you know, Saigon Heat a 9-point lead, 24 seconds left. Hamilton with a couple free throws to put this game on ice and end the season with a victory.
The big problem for Mono Vampire was that slow start the first quarter, just shooting 25% throughout the game. They shot a little bit better at 35.
Yeah, they were catching up the whole game. They could never, you know, we like to use the term get over the hump. They couldn't get over the hump. They got as close to 5, but you know, never any closer than that. You know, poor shooting, poor defense at the rim, and it led to their struggles all night.
Still giving up a foul, giving D'Angelo Hamilton 2 more opportunities to add to his tally. An impressive game for him with 17 points and 8 rebounds.
Hamilton will take that. You know, as an import in the ABL, every point matters. They get a couple freebies with 6.8 remaining.
Another big difference for the Saigon Heat, 3-point shooting. They have 11 makes from the outside compared to only 6 for Mono Vampire.
That's a good team win for Saigon Heat. Hamilton and Barone, both very impressive in this game, especially Barone with his quiet points and just being the stat stuffer that he is.
Freddy Lish trying to get one final say. But he will not get the basket to drop. That is a great win indeed for the Saigon Heat, winning it out 87-76 against the visiting Mono Vampire.
Yeah, great win for Saigon Heat. Give Mono Vampire a little bit of credit. Down 16 in the third quarter, they kept fighting. So we see Mike Singletary and Jason Brickman-Du playing like champions out there, but didn't have enough today for Saigon Heat. Just too tough at the rim, too tough inside, and played excellent defensively all around.
It was a mountain to climb for the Mono Vampire as they went into this contest knowing that they would not be able to use the services of their main man in the middle, Chris Charles.
Yeah, and we saw small ball didn't work in the first couple of games from Mono Vampire. Today it was not the strategy. They were forced into it with the late scratch for Christian Charles, and give Saigon Heat credit. Coach Kyle Julius changed his game plan around. Probably had a different game plan with Chris Charles in there. Saw that he was not going to be in the game and did a great job of telling his guys to attack the paint, get easy buckets at the rim, and try to wear down Mono Vampire inside.
A great bookend to the year for the Saigon Heat as they get an important victory here to move closer to our league leaders. They are now at 6-3, right behind the Macau Black Bears and the Singapore Slingers in our team standings. On the other end, for the Mono Vampire, they picked up a nice win against the Formosa Dreamers, but they could not get a streak going as they suffered this loss.
Yeah, tough loss for Mono Vampire. It's unfortunate to see Chris Charles out today, but you look at Saigon Heat. They're 6-3. They went 3-1 without Trayvon Hughes. Trayvon Hughes is close to coming back. They're going to have another couple weeks rest, and they're going to get their leader and one of the top players in the ABL back. And at 6-3, they're right there in the mix.
But you have to say goodbye to one of your 3 imports right about now. Do you just go back to where it was before Trayvon Hughes got injured?
Yeah, it's a tough call, and Kyle Julius and the Saigon Heat staff will have a tough call to make, but Kyle Barone and Murphy Bernatowski have held this team together, and D'Angelo Hamilton has been a formidable replacement for Trayvon Hughes, and we'll see what call they make, but certainly they're excited to get Trayvon Hughes back into the lineup.
But if this is indeed the last game of D'Angelo Hamilton, if indeed the Saigon Heat will go back to their original list of imports, what a game to go out.
Excellent game for Hamilton to go out. He's beloved here in Vietnam. He's the reigning Vietnam Basketball Association MVP, coming off a championship season, and I know he was a little emotional to play in this game. Might be his last game for Saigon Heat, and what a way to go out to lead your team to victory. And we'll see what's next for D'Angelo Hamilton.
On the other side for Mono Vampire, Michael Singletary leading them with 23 points and 12 rebounds. Jason Brickman really aggressively looking for a shot in this game. He has 21 points and only 2 assists, but it was because nothing else was working for them.
Yeah, they without Chris Charles, Moses Morgan struggling a bit. Some of the local players, other local players not knocking down shots. And Singletary and Brickman are veteran guys. They understand the situation. They feel the flow of the game, and they did a good job of taking over. Unfortunately, the mountain was just too tall to climb.
We have one more game coming up before we take a break for the holidays. It will be the Singapore Slingers trying to bounce back on the road against the undefeated San Miguel Alab Pilipinas in what should be a very interesting game tomorrow. And that will be it from your crew inside the CIS Arena again. We extend our holiday wishes to you and yours from the ABL family. For Coach Kevin Yerkes, has been Carlo Pamintuan. My honor and pleasure to be calling this game for you. See you again for more of your ASEAN Basketball League.
Xin chào quý vị, Giáng sinh đang đến với thành phố Hồ Chí Minh và Saigon Heat đã tặng cho những fan hâm mộ của họ một món quà Giáng sinh sớm bằng chiến thắng thiêu rụi Mono Vampire trên sân nhà với tỷ số là 87-76. Một chiến thắng thuyết phục với màn trình diễn hoàn hảo cả về phòng ngự lẫn tấn công. Và giờ đây chúng ta hãy cùng đến với những suy nghĩ của cầu thủ Kai Baron, người đã đạt được danh hiệu cầu thủ xuất sắc nhất trận đấu này. Hello Kai Baron, firstly congratulations to the win today. Today double-double for you and the MVP of the match. So how do you think about your performance?
I did pretty well. More aggressive today, and shots were falling for me. And my teammates found me a couple of times too. So overall we played well.
The Christmas is coming. Do you have anything to say to Heat fan, and how do you feel about the atmosphere the Heat fan created today?
Oh man, our fans are awesome. They're some of the best fans I've ever played for. So, I can't thank them enough. And they give us energy. They fight, and they help us win. So, thank you very much. What?
Any Christmas wish for them?
I don't know. Just keep winning. So, that's all we're going to try to do. We're going to play our hardest. So, just more wins.
Yes, thank you for your sharing and congratulations. Vừa rồi thì chúng ta đã đến với những chia sẻ của Kai Baron. Cầu thủ này nói rằng hôm nay anh đã chơi rất tốt, có được sự hỗ trợ của các đồng đội của mình. Và khi mà Giáng sinh sắp đến thì Kai Baron muốn gửi lời chúc đến các cổ động viên của mình rằng anh sẽ thay những lời chúc bằng hành động với những chiến thắng tiếp theo. Còn ngày hôm nay thì họ đã tạo ra được một bầu không khí tuyệt vời tại CIS. Và giờ đây chúng ta đến với những nhận xét của huấn luyện viên Kyle Julius. Hello, Mr. Kyle. Congratulations to the win. Yeah. How do you feel about the team performance?
I'm just really proud of the guys for the last 3 weeks. You know, the injuries, everybody's playing out of position. It's been very, very challenging, very difficult. I thought the guys have been great for the last couple of weeks, and you know, it's great to get a win today, but for 3 weeks straight, we've been challenging and we've been grinding. It was great to get a win here before the break.
Today we have many turnover. So what is the problem?
Well, we don't have our point guard. We're missing our point guard, and everybody's playing out of position, and they're stuck in situations that they're not used to. So that's the problem. You know, we got to get Trayvon back, get our point guard back, and I think we'll see a difference in that situation. I'm really proud of D'Angelo. I thought he did a great job. I thought he played well, but we're really missing a point guard. We got to get our point guard back.
And as Kai Baron said something about Christmas for Heat fans.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to all the Heat fans. We love you guys. Thank you for your support. We'll see you in the new year.
Yes, thank you for your sharing and congratulations. Như vậy là vừa rồi chúng ta đã đến với những chia sẻ của huấn luyện viên Kyle. Ông cho rằng cả 3 tuần vừa qua thì đội bóng đã gặp phải rất nhiều những thử thách, nhưng đội bóng đã vùng dậy chiến đấu và giành chiến thắng trong ngày hôm nay, và ông cảm thấy thực sự hài lòng về màn trình diễn của các học trò của mình. Còn về vấn đề ngày hôm nay đội bóng gặp khá nhiều turnover, ông cho rằng đó chính là việc đội bóng đã thiếu đi một PG, một cầu thủ dẫn dắt lối chơi và kiểm soát bóng, và điều đó sẽ được cải thiện trong ngày mà Trevor Hill sẽ trở lại trong thời gian tới. Và trận đấu của chúng ta cũng đã khép lại. Chúng tôi xin gửi lời cảm ơn đến sự quan tâm theo dõi của quý vị và các bạn. Giáng sinh đã sắp tới và chúng ta đã nhận được một phần quà rất sớm đến từ Saigon Heat. Và bây giờ thì chúng tôi xin gửi lời chào tạm biệt và hẹn gặp lại quý vị trong những trận đấu tiếp theo của chúng tôi.